HarperCollins presents A Rogue's Rules for Seduction by Eva Leigh. Read by Mary Jane Wells.
There's a reason why every romance I write is dedicated to Zach, because he has been and will always be my in-real-life hero. Chapter 1. Scotland, Inner Hebrides, 1819.
"Fucking aristos,"
Dominic Kilburn muttered as the boat pitched beneath his feet. Through sheer force of will, and using the strength of his admittedly thickly muscled thighs, he managed to keep from tumbling headlong into the churning waters, but it was close. If he wasn't such a stubborn bastard, refusing to let this sea get the better of him, he would have fallen in. Which was a slight problem. He couldn't swim. Men of low birth like his seldom could. "What has my class done to you now?" Finn Ransome asked, standing at the railing.
"This damn sea's rough as a bottle of gin from a Ratcliffe tavern,"
Dom snarled at his friend. "Being on the water has got your nerves just as choppy as the waves," Finn noted.
"I'm hearing your old neighbourhood creeping into your accent." Damn gambler's insight.
But there was no hiding it.
"No matter how many elocution lessons Dar made me take, whenever I'm feeling rattled, I can't stop dropping consonants like rotten flesh. Guess I'll always be Ratcliffe born and bred."
"It's charming," his friend noted. Dom snorted.
"Ain't too many of your class that think so.
And you being an Earl's second son, you got a voice as smooth and cultured as cream from the top of the milk bottle." Finn also seldom revealed much emotion, not even when a 20-foot boat heaved and rolled across Scottish waters. The vessel was just large enough to accommodate Dom, Finn, Finn's wife Tabitha, their luggage, and the skipper, who moved around the craft with the practised ease of someone who had likely been born on the deck of this very boat.
"You may as well be dealing another round of faro," Dom accused. "You're so damned composed."
"There's nothing I can do about the state of the sea," his friend said mildly. "It stands to reason that I should permit myself to enjoy it. Why are you standing in the middle of the boat? Come to the rail and savour the view."
"I'm staying right here."
Dom remained rooted to his place in the middle of the boat's pitching deck.
"As far away as possible from the rail and the chance of a watery death. I ain't sinking to the bottom of the frigid Scottish sea."
Not without seeing her first. If he was going to end his miserable time in this God-forsaken world, he wanted his last view to be of Willa's face. Even if she was scowling at him and calling him every known curse word, it would be enough merely to look upon her one final time. He might not die happy, but he'd die content in the knowledge that she was alive and might have a chance at actual happiness. Yet he hadn't seen Willa's face or heard her voice in nearly a year, not since the night before that terrible spring day. Dom had run out on her in the moments before their wedding ceremony, assisted by Finn and his brother Kieran, which was bad. But even worse was the fact that Willa was their sister.
"I fail to see why you'd be angry with my class," Finn said evenly. "Though the British aristocracy does have an unequal and unfair amount of power, you cannot claim the gentry can actually affect the elements and make a sea choppy. But it's members of your class that decided to have this ruddy house party on some tiny Scottish island," Dom fired back, bracing as another swell lifted the boat high before slamming it back down, "rather than at any one of their countless country houses paid for with others' blood and sweat."
Oliver Longbridge said his manor on the island would be the perfect place for a house party, Finn pointed out. He barely blinked when sea spray dashed across his face, before calmly using a handkerchief to dry himself. One unfettered by the traditional rules and conduct of polite society, thanks to its removed location. "Besides," he added, when Dom would have complained again, "you decided to come to the party of your own volition. No one threatened the life of your favourite racehorse."
"Except you and that cursed brother of yours kept wheedling me to go," Dom countered.
With an exaggeratedly affected patrician accent, he drawled,
"Do come to the party, Dom. It'll be ever so droll to escape the tedium of London, and promises to be such a jolly time. There's a chap."
Finn laughed.
"My God, if Kieran and I truly sound like that, you've my permission to tip me overboard."
"That would mean moving from the safety of where I stand," Dom answered, "risking my life to end yours." There was no rancour in his words. Ever since Dom's father had made his fortune, nearly 12...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?